things are not mutually exclusive. What happened was I was working on the East Coast before I moved to LA, doing sort of these low budget writing script for low budget indie regional horror films. And I had decided to move to LA to continue my work as a screenwriter and hope to take it to the next level. And when I moved here, I had met a producer named Brian Nolan, who still is out there producing a lot of the movies you're watching on Hallmark and Lifetime today. And that particular year, his company that he worked for had been committed to do a series of movies for Christmas. And they had 4 movies, but they needed 5, and they needed a 5th one quite quickly. And he came to me and said, look, I know that with these horror movies, you're quite used to writing scripts with a tight turnaround and to a specific budget point. Do you think that you could bring that skill to the world of Christmas movies and write a Christmas movie? And up until that phone call, I had never thought about it, but I was like, okay, sure. And that movie was a Christmas reunion starring Denise Richards and Patrick Muldoon. And it was the first of several Christmas movies that I ended up writing. And what I learned quite quickly is that although they seem very disparate, horror movies and Christmas movies, they're in their own way cult films, because the audiences of Christmas movies are just as rabid and just as enthusiastic. And just like a lot of horror movies, for example, there are kind of a series of rules that they like and expectations that they have for these films. And there's a whole little cabal of horror filmmakers who make Christmas movies. I write a lot of them. David Dakota, who is a very known property in the world of horror, he directs a lot of them. Ron Oliver, who made Prom Night 2, makes Christmas movies now. Sam Irvin, who directed Elvira's Haunted Hills, makes a lot of Christmas movies now. So yeah, it's a funny little crossover, but not as unlikely as you'd think.